A man was arrested for something he posted on Instagram. He posted a video of himself doing 213 miles an hour in his Lamborghini.
Okay. There's got to be something against that, right? Got to be something.
But it does, obviously there's some obvious things you can't do, but if you post something on social media that looks, somebody reported them, by the way, they can go back and arrest you after the fact or cite you after the fact for speeding?
Because it's been years, right?
Yeah,
or months.
I believe months when he posted this a couple months ago, and then somebody saw it and then sent it. I mean, the speed limit was 55, even if it was 70.
Yeah.
213.
Well, and just... he's stupid for posting it in the first place. It's stupid to do it, but then stupid to post it. But I didn't know that you could get arrested for that.
Right. Like, what if you see people do this all the time.
Sure.
They'll be in their car. Maybe somebody in the passenger seat is filming them talking about something. And if they just, as they're, closing out the video, they go by the speedometer and they're speeding and they go get a ticket after the fact.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
What about underage drinking? What if I'm 16 years old, 17 years old, go to a party, college party or high school, whatever, and I post a picture of myself, I don't know, back in the day.
Yeah.
And doing that, and I'm underage at the time, but I post it now as an adult, like, oh, remember these memories?
Oh, yeah.
Can I get in trouble for that?
It's a great question. And Manchester Matt, he read our mind. We have official attorney of Jared and Katie in the morning, Lisa Lanier. Good morning, Lisa.
Hello.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, to a lot of people's surprise, you can be charged with a crime based on something that you posted on social media. And it's actually been happening for a really long time because, Facebook and Instagram were started back in about 2010. And as early as 2012, there were reports. The first one I could find, published report, was where these two boys, ages 16 and 17, were charged with sexually assaulting an intoxicated girl at a party. And it all started because of evidence of photos and videos posted to Instagram. And it was these boys, it actually started, of course, with her waking up, having been sexually assaulted. She passed out. But police quickly got into the Instagram account for these boys, and they had actually stupidly posted pictures of themselves carrying her passed out of the house where the party happened. And then from there, they were able to subpoena their cell phone records. And then they got into the cell phones, and they actually had videos of her naked where they were assaulting her. It was just crazy.
Terrible.
It was a trail. It was a trail of evidence from Instagram. And I actually posted this morning, speaking of Instagram, on mine, and I tagged you guys. One of the other early reported cases was this dumb guy in Hawaii who posted a thing called "Let's Drink and Drive," and he filmed himself drinking Beck's beer while driving. And then he goes and gets arrested for driving under the influence. I mean, it can definitely happen, and it's very damning evidence. Like this guy in the story you're talking about, he was going 213 miles per hour in his Lamborghini, and he filmed it. So he was charged not with speeding, but with reckless driving, which is actually much, much worse than speeding.
And I did see that he had like 12 tickets since 2006 or 13 tickets. Something like that.
He's
habitual.
Yeah.
But let's say I'm talking to Jason and we're driving his car or whatever. And we're not, and he's driving, and we're talking. We do a stupid video, and it shows his speedometer's at like 90, like just by chance.
In a 45.
Like in a 45, could he then, if I posted it, somebody see that, report it, and then he can get cited for reckless driving?
He could, yeah, because that is a reckless driving speed, and in and of itself, it's automatically it opens him up to that. So yeah, I mean and you don't see people going after folks in these situations when it's, a super long time ago. Like if you had a video from 10 years ago of him driving 90 miles an hour, then it's unlikely that anyone would pursue that. And most crimes have some, especially minor crimes, have a statute of limitations on them. And so, you would not see somebody digging up something really old. But if you post something pretty recent and somebody forwards it to the police, they absolutely can come and charge you. And they do.
Well, Lisa, we were just talking about if you're underage drinking and you post it, you're not actively drinking right now, but police can go and say, we know you're underage and you posted that photo 3 weeks ago, and then you get a ticket or you get in trouble for that?
Yeah, you can get in trouble for underage drinking.
Better be careful.
If you are filmed. Yeah, if you're filmed. Now, like I said, they won't go back to, like your childhood or mine, because, but they would. But for something recent, yeah, they absolutely could. And I think, some of these happen in small towns where, you know, there's not a lot of crime and probably the police aren't as busy. I mean, I don't think you're not going to be seeing that happen in like Chicago or Los Angeles or anything where there's lots of, you know, more serious crimes going on. But in smaller towns especially, you kind of see that sort of thing, and police follow up on it, especially like this guy. I think he was in Indiana. He was in a small town, and that's a crazy reckless speed to be going 213 miles an hour.
But
Absolutely.
what happens if, I mean, a couple things. One, let's say somebody's drinking and driving and they have a beer can, and they have the beer can, which I assume that's illegal in itself. But they're saying, "Oh yeah, I'm so drunk," but the police really don't know what the blood alcohol level was. How could you get charged with a DUI in that case? Is it just you get charged with the open container and the beer because there's no way to prove?
Exactly. That's what you end up getting. Yeah, that's what you end up getting tagged for because they can't prove how intoxicated you were. Now they can sometimes circumstantially, like if they get into questioning you and they ask you who you were with, you know, before you were driving. And you tell them, and then they go to that person and they say, well, he had, 10 beers, that sort of thing. They can circumstantially prove intoxication, but they cannot prove your blood alcohol. So you'd probably end up with a lesser conviction, like you said, like open container, something like that.
Well, so basically, don't commit crime, but if you are going to commit crime, don't post it on Instagram. By the way, Lanier Law Group on Instagram, you want to follow her, and then Jared and Katie in the Morning Instagram, if you want to follow us. We post minimal crimes on ours.
Minimal.
Yeah.
And lots of butt
Minimal.
cracks. Lots of butt cracks. Well, Lisa, while we have you on the phone, we do have, I want to get your take on this one. An employee at a Kroger grocery store just got caught stealing $980,000 in 2 weeks.
That's shocking.
Filtering the money through the system by doing a bunch of fake returns. This is a guy who works for them.
Oh, is he in the returns department?
Well, I don't know. He just says that he's an employee. And so, of course, he took all the money, $980,000, bought it to buy or used it to buy all sorts of stuff, including a Chevy Camaro that he quickly crashed. And he got flagged because Kroger was like, wait a minute, $980,000, that's a lot of money for 2 weeks in returns.
Yeah, it is.
He just got arrested for felony theft. How long is he going away?
Up to 10 years. It's pretty serious felony because it goes in Georgia where this happened. The sentencing depends on the amount of money you stole. And so he stole almost $1 million. So he is facing, if it had been a smaller amount, like less than $1,500, he might not have seen any jail time. It would have been a misdemeanor. And here, I mean, how dumb is this kid? 19-year-old kid working at Kroger. It's a grocery store. In one of the returns he did was for $87,000.
That's the problem.
$87,000 in groceries.
Pigs get fed, hogs get slaughtered.
Yes.
If he just did minimal, right, he probably would have got away with it. Even if he did a bunch of minimal returns,
a couple bucks
that
here and
added
there,
up to even $100,000, they might have not even have saw it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So basically, he had a return for the entire grocery store.
Pretty much.
No wonder they flagged him.
$87,000 return.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they get
That's
caught.
what
They're
happens.
dumb. They do dumb stuff. Well, she's awesome. She can answer any question, any legal question you have, and she's very. We can throw anything at her.
Yes.
She knows the answer. She's amazing. Lisa Lanier. If you're ever injured on the job, contact her right away at hireaheavyweight.com.